Thomas and the Magic Railroad, released in 2000, is the first and currently only theatrical Thomas movie ever released. It is considered to be a box office failure, and for a good reason. Not only the acting was awful, the story was confusing, and that it wasn't consistent to its source material, but it was also due to its troubled production. And part of its troubled production has to come from the original script and its scrapped characters, which we'll go over in the video. Before I begin though, I just want to mention the creator of the Thomas and Friends television series, Britt Allcroft, who passed away recently. Let's all have a moment of silence. Now let's get on with the characters list. The most obvious of them all is probably P.T. Boomer, also known as Passing Through Boomer, played by the late actor Doug Lennox. He was going to be the main villain of the movie, only for him to be removed due to the test audiences thinking that he was too frightening for young kids. His role would be later given to Diesel 10. Boomer bullied Burnett Stone, who was married to Tasha, and like Diesel 10 in the final cut, he wanted to find Lady the Golden Engine to destroy her, after he previously derailed her in the original plot. Additionally, the extended cut featuring P.T. Boomer still exists, in such good quality by all means. Here is some footage.
Okay, Burnett! The gloves are off!
Despite Boomer's removal in the final cut, Burnett Stone says to Diesel 10,
"No, you won't, because the magic you refuse to believe in will get the better of you."
This is rather untrue, since Diesel 10 does believe in magic, and that this particular line was meant to be for P.T. Boomer before he was cut, since Boomer does not believe in magic. Another scrapped character was George the Steamroller. According to the original script, he was going to have a significant role in the movie, where Diesel 10 asks him to break all the buffers on Soda to see which one leads to the Magic Railroad, and if he does that, he will be given a roller rink. Later on in the story, he would turn on Diesel 10 and become a good guy. In one version of the script, George tells Splatter and Dodge to break the magic buffers, causing them to bump into each other and derail. And in another version of the script, particularly in the storyboard scenes, George and C Jr. were to push a boulder to trap Splatter and Dodge in a siding. The reason for his removal in the later drafts was because his model was never shipped to Canada for filming. Cranky the Crane was also supposed to be in a scene where he was loading Henry's trucks with crates of exotic fruits and vegetables. But he accidentally drops one of these crates onto Splatter and Dodge. This is evident in the original script. I do not know exactly the reason why he was cut, although his leg can be seen in one scene of the final film. At one point during the film's development, David Mitton wanted to include characters from the Forgotten series Tugs into a scene where Thomas meets them while pulling a mail train at the seaside. But due to a clash between Britt and David, their models were never used, despite their models being shipped from the UK. A lot of people wondered why Edward the Blue Engine was never featured in Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Although no script or storyboard features or mentions Edward, Phil Ferrell in an interview stated there was not enough screen time or opportunity to utilize him in a way that added any real value to the film. If there's any other scrapped characters I forgot to mention, or if I've misinformed you on something, feel free to let me know in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Anyways, this is ZESG54 Studios, signing off and saying thanks for watching. This has been a production of